nice and clean. These things don't give you wings. Anyways, I hope everybody's doing good. I got some good news. I'm about ready to go to bed, I think, or pass out. Gotta wait until everybody's sleeping before I go live. Because it's Saturday. Everybody sat around and slept all day. Nobody gonna come to my stream. Shh. Why is everybody barking? Can you believe that there's a rock flying through space at this very moment, and there's multiple of them? I just don't know how that's hard. I don't know why people can't believe that the moon isn't a rock flying around the Earth, even though it's a circular rock. With a whole bunch of hole impacts into it. I wonder what kind of rocks hit that moon. It's like we act like we don't even know what reality is. It's kind of creepy. You know, we don't know what reality is. I can actually see stars. It's like I don't have light pollution as bad as where I am at, and I'm not even in the country. I'm in the city. I can actually see stars with my freaking bright ass light. I can see a star. This thing will last forever if I don't light it. I'm gonna light it if somebody doesn't come in and hit the like button. It really sounds like they're having a conversation. You hear that? Fart and I will be yours forever. I just ripped one. You're my sub alternative Lucas. Come on. I just ripped one. That hurt. Hey, Kendon Blackburn. Kendon. Zip code. How you doing? Oh, that's a cool freaking name for a YouTube channel. Zip code. How you doing? I said, anyways, I was chatting about the dogs actually sounding like they're having a communication. Background noise. Fur. Holy. Something semi-normal. Yeah, I'm a normal dude, man. I'm just not sitting here telling you everybody, man, you got to hit the like button. Oh yeah, that's so annoying. I'm not gonna sit here and beg for that all night long. You met me before you were talking about making a movie, remember? I know, I was thinking, oh yeah, that's right. What movie was it? Can you remember? Because I have to go back and retrack. Because when I get too on too many buzz points, I forget what I was doing. Bro, just a dude. Yeah, I'm just a dude, man. I'm just another dude just like you. Anybody could be me. I'm not a celebrity. I'm just like you and me. And most celebrities are just like you, and you just think that they become rich because they have a good skill. Actually, I think that a lot of actors do have skill. Keanu Reeves, I think he's really good at acting. I think Bruce Willis and There's a lot of them. There's a lot of Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was an even American citizen. He's pretty freaking good at acting. Acting is not something you can actually do. Everybody can do because they get self-conscious. And it just, I mean, it's something you got to kind of get trained into doing. I think some people are naturals at it. I don't think I would have a hard time. I think to be honest with you, I'd probably have a little bit of a hard time because I smile and I goof and I can't really, it's hard for me to be serious for long moments of time. And I've never really wanted to be famous. But if I put my mind to it, I know I can do anything I want to do. So if it was something I wanted to do, I know I can do it. But, I just never thought that it would be possible. But I'm sure if it was an opportunity and it was put in front of my face, I could do it. I know I can do it if it was put in front of my face. I think anybody, when you get the opportunity, you can circumvent reality, especially if the money's good enough. I mean, you can do anything if the money's right. It's not even about the money, to be honest with you. It's about because honestly, you want to be stuck into a freaking profession that you really don't want. Do you want fame and fortune that you might not like? You want to put yourself in a situation where you're just stuck into it because that's the one thing. It's like me going on YouTube is kind of pushing the limits on what I really want in my reality. But hey, let me see your dogs. They're not my dogs. They're just neighbors' dogs barking. Not your feet, though. Yeah, but there's just my neighbor's dogs barking. They're just having a... Hell yeah. Nah, bro. I saw a couple who were wearing corn on cob masks. It was friggin' weird. Yeah, right? Little nerfer. You met me. Yeah, okay, good. I just making sure I'm not missing the chat. Trying my best. Not miss the chat here. Me too. Hey. But yeah, anyways, the whole key about this thing is I mean, I'm going live just to tell you about the good news. It's like I was able to actually have communication with my kids. There was a trial going on. It got extended a couple almost 100 days. Well, more than 50. But I plan on fixing it. I plan on fixing it sooner than later. I'm hoping that the judge realizes the conceptual just the flat out disregard for law that was done, and I'm going to get the kids back sooner than later. It's just that the court can't act upon its own accord on certain things, which it should be able to act upon anything that finds in the... I'm going to make that fucking change. I'm going to fucking file a thing to the fucking thing that the court has the authority to act in any fucking scenario where they find that the child's best interest is with the thing. They can, in any time a judge has the authority at any point to act, there should be a fucking mandate, an immediate fucking mandate. If a judge determines that the pro se litigant doesn't understand the law, a judge can initiate, I'd call it protocol parenthood, protocol frickin' save the children. What the hell you want to call that shit? But they got, because I don't know the fucking law and know what I can do according to the law. The law is fucking more complicated than programming. I mean, programming is fucking complex. I mean, I can't even program 3D yet. I plan to figure that shit out because it's really fun. It would be really fun to be able to interact with 3D objects programmatically, but they make programs to do that. But I want to be able to do it hard, deep and chords solo shit. It's boring as fuck for most people, but I want to know how it's done in the deep down kind of thing. But I really believe that everybody should be able to get their shit taken care of if the judge feels he has to do it, not have to scratch his head and freaking figure out what he has to do. You know, like he can't do something when he wants to do something. I think the judge in any situation involving children, the judge is the power of attorney over the children when it comes to custody cases, any custody case, because they rule on it. You know, the judge has the absolute authority. And I really believe that's got to be the case in any scenario when it comes to children. If he can't freaking tell that the mom is in contempt and make his own contempt motion because he noticed it's in there, and I have to I have to do it because according to the law, I have to suggest it. No, that's bullshit. If the judge sees contempt, the judge should be able to do it on his own accord. On his own accord, once he realizes it, especially during trial. You know, I'm just telling you, I just really... But anyways, I got to see my kids the other day. Just the other day. And, and they're missing me, man. They're missing my family. They're happy to see me. And I was so happy to see them. It was great. You have a lawyer? No, I have myself, and I am my own lawyer. I have ChatGPT. That's all I got. And the internet and my own knowledge and my own understanding of reality. That's just all I got. I got my family. I got my support. I just got reality. It's like, I know I got God's support, but a lot of people don't even believe God exists. It's kind of ridiculous. It's like, I mean, I feel that you're a fool if you don't believe God exists. I'm sorry to tell you that, but, I feel that you're a fool if you don't believe God exists. Because I think that it's impossible for reality to exist without God. Now, your belief system, that's not for me to determine. But I really believe that if you just simply look at if you seek truth, you're going to find God. No matter where you're at, you're going to find him. Because there's only one true almighty God. And that's it. I mean, I really don't. There could be a lot more other gods, but they're not almighty. But they could claim to be God, but they're sons of God. They're not God. They're like, I don't know how to simplify it. You can't really simplify reality in those types of scenarios. You really just got to seek it and find it yourself. Because to be honest with you, it's more complex, but it's also more amazing than you never imagined. So knowing the understanding of this stuff I feel pretty special knowing things or why they are and what they are. And I can't explain it to you because it's like trying to explain computers to a person that's never seen a computer before. You have a lawyer. No, I don't. I had a lawyer, but I'm suing him now. Believe it or not, I'm actually suing my lawyer. I have a lawsuit, and they did that in trial. You know what's really weird, though? The guardian ad litem, she literally was like, pointing out cameras. I'm like, where's these cameras at? I'm gonna go in my room and point out where she circled. It's like, I have no camera there. That red mark is not a camera. It's like that's a freaking anti-bump my head thing. I mean, not a fucking camera. But then she told the judge that it's behind the can. And she saw that by taking her pictures. She never walked into my room. How would she see something behind my shit? It's like, what the fuck? The judge discredited her immediately. And she didn't even know the fucking case. She didn't even know would it surprise you that there was an agreed parenting plan in this case The guardian millennium doesn't even know there's a fucking agreed parenting plan. It's like, wow. And she kept coming over. It's like, she told my dad, it's fair game. Custody's fair game. Fair game. No, I mean, that is so fucking wrong and far from the truth. Custody is in the best interest of the children. That is the actual fact. When it comes to the law, custody isn't fair game. It is no such thing as custody is fair game. She told my dad custody is fair game. Fair game? There ain't no fucking such thing as custody is fair game. You know, when it comes to the law, custody is in the best interest of the children. End of story. And what is the best interest of the children? Stability, routine, love, relationships. Longevity, routine, consistency, stability. Man, I almost can freaking rhyme that shit. Like Eminem, I could be almost like, I couldn't rhyme it as fast as that guy. I mean, there's some people with some fast thoughts, man. I'm telling you, people don't live in this world in the same scales as everybody else. Everybody doesn't realize that I can't act faster. I can think faster than I can act. Some people can act as fast as they can think. Some people can wink and without thinking. Not everybody. But I am a kid. Well, what are you doing on here as a kid, dude? My kid's like my son is only like 12 years old, and my daughter's 11. What are you doing on here as a kid? How'd you find me? You know, anyways. Mine's not. I'm not really kid friendly. You're watching me smoke. That's not something a kid should be watching. And I'm not sober, and I can't really give you it's not something you should be. You shouldn't be on this stream, kid. Sorry, it's just. I'll give you fatherly advice. Not saying you're banned or anything, but just don't think I'm appropriate for you if you're a kid. You know, I'm like grown up advice, not kid advice. You know, if you want to learn about your grown ups, it's like you're not old enough to know those things if you're a kid. So I don't know how you find me entertaining. You have experience. You have experience in what? I'm worried. I don't know. You got me lost. What kind of experience do you have? God, believe it or not, I've been a kid, and this stuff is what I thought was fucking smart, and I know it's not, because it's actually I thought that everybody was lying to me. This stuff is addicting, and I was like, no, it's not. It can't be. Ain't no fucking fiery stick, and a fucking make me addicted to it. Well, it did fucking become addicting, and the struggle to it's just stupid because I find pleasure in pain. It's stupid. It's so fucking stupid. I'm hoping you're a kid and you realize this doesn't confuse you in reality, because we want entertainment. Hopefully you just realize this key thing. I wish what I know now when I was younger. What I want you to do, if you're a kid, is respect the people, because every time you deny their experience, because everybody's been through what we've been through, the one thing that we always ignore is other people's experience. If we just accept that their experience was real and take their advice, we wouldn't have to go through the negative experiences. And I fail that all the time. So if you're a kid, if you listen to that advice, you would not do drugs. You would not fall into the category of stupid. Now, you can't fix stupid. You can just stop being stupid, but you can't fix stupid. But you can stop being stupid. Well, you don't have to do drugs, but you can still do stupid, not think before you act. That's the whole thing. Think before you act, think before you speak. Your words that come out of your mouth, which is one thing I'm very fail to always do. The quieter you are, the smarter you appear. I mean, even though I'm like talking my ass off, but the quieter you always appear in a room with a whole bunch of people, the more you listen, the smarter you become, and the less you talk, the smarter you appear to smart people, the people that matter. I mean, the people that actually change things. Because people that just walk around talking a whole bunch of smack, they never do anything. They just talk a whole bunch of shit and don't do shit. I don't do drugs, but in the future, I feel like my brother is going to be stupid and addicted to drugs and go to jail. You know what? You might be right. Now, if you want to save your brother, how do you save your brother? From the drugs and from the stupidity. Yeah. There's a lot of things you can do. I'm thinking about what would be the best. I mean, tell him you love him and tell him that, I don't know, he's never going to look. I think, your age doesn't mean you're stupid. Make sure he understands that. Wisdom doesn't come by age. Wisdom comes from God. I mean, God's the only thing that can fix anything. I mean, really. So maybe you should point out a name to him. Maybe you should tell him, I dare you to tell God, force him to ask God to help him, just out of a joke, out of a Google, out of a giggity, maybe that'll get his attention, I mean, trick somebody to ask God for help. I mean, how's that going to hurt? I mean, it ain't nothing going to hurt, but it might freaking show, because it's written in the book. Anybody that calls upon God is going to be saved. So I dare you to call upon God's name. And that, I mean, Jesus is a type of God's name, but Father is really kind of a God's name. I don't know. Whatever, just call upon God. Frozen fifth grade. Frozen fifth grade. Let me see this. I don't. My brother's addicted. They aren't no savings. There ain't no saving him now. It's too late. Yes, no, it's never too late. It's never too late. Don't ever give up, because, the will of God is not giving up. God doesn't ever give up on nobody. Frozen fifth grade, and he doesn't even know how to spell red. He'll figure it out. I mean, spelling red is one thing, but being open to reality, being open to the fact that you love him and everything like that. Just tell him you love him. Love conquers a lot of things. I love you. Listen to me. I don't want you to do what you're doing. It doesn't seem right. Telling me, how could you be younger than your brother and know what's better for your brother? I don't have a brother. The only brothers I got is everybody else's brother. I don't have a biological brother. I probably got more real brothers from the Father in heaven, because there is a Father of life and everything in life. We're all connected. Our spirit is inherited by God. That's why, if you ever noticed deja vu, it's so complex. Deja vu is not just what you think it is. And I'm sure a lot of people know what that is. If you say, I look like my bro will body slam me for no reason. No, you don't say you look like you. It's just you are him and he is you. You're just in different bodies. Your brains are the only thing that's, think about reality, man. All we are is vessels of the Almighty God, man. We're all vessels. We're experiencing life through God and on our own unique understanding. We're the image, we're the creation. It makes perfect sense to what it was written in the Bible. It makes a lot of people just don't understand the common sense because we're blocked from our understanding. We're blocked because it says it. Because if you desire hate and evil, you're not going to realize these things. You're not going to you're going to leave this channel immediately, because I point out the fact that we're in hell. I point out hell only exists because we don't realize what heaven is. We don't realize what reality is. We don't realize we're more concerned about things up in the sky than things that are on the earth. We don't realize where we come from. We don't realize how much life is on this planet. We don't realize anything. We only realize what we want to realize. And we're so stubborn that we don't have an open mind. And this is me in the past, so I can know exactly where everybody else is in the future. It's just, I still get thrown back in time, and, I forget the things. And I think it's kind of like, it's hard to relate to somebody when you feel superior to somebody because you feel like you're knowledgeable. It's like, I don't feel like I'm any better than anybody. I feel like everybody has the potential to know. If I say I love him, yeah, why would you gonna say goodbye? Okay, bye then. Well, good. Say you're not. You better not body slam you, but just tell him God loves him. Well, this way he body slams God. Just don't hurt yourself. You can't hurt God. We hurt God. We hurt God by not acknowledging his existence. That's probably the most heartache you can ever do. Especially when it's like, he made your mother and your father, and they made the mother and fathers of all the other fathers and mothers and everything like that. And we don't even recognize the original. So we hurting the original. So it's worse than hurting any of. That's why we're all related, because there is an original. But I'm not going to say, this isn't religional, because I'm not the original. We're all the original because we're part of the original. But anyways, there's no argument there. A lot of people can argue, but I'll argue it the other direction. We're all part of the original. So it doesn't even matter. Even the demons are part of God's spirit. They don't even realize it. Everything comes from God. And I'm hungry. Parmesan cheese. Favorites. That's a butcher knife. don't know why it was left out. Then I left my AC on. It's cold in here. I don't know. I don't know why I love Parmesan cheese. A lot of people think it's gross all by itself. I think it's like tad bit better than Swiss cheese. I can eat Swiss cheese all day too. But block Parmesan cheese, oh, I can eat that just like everything. So good. Would never give up Parmesan cheese or Swiss cheese. They're just so good. It's like, milk does a body good, especially when it's cheesy. My phone might fall on the floor, so hopefully it doesn't startle you. I got a blue tint. I'm blue and da and dee da and da and da and dee. I got a blue house and a blue car. And my wait, how's it go? I'm blue and da and dee da and da and da and dee. Blue and da and dee da and da. It's like I got a blue house and a blue car. I got a girlfriend, and I knew my phone was gonna fall. I told you it was, and it's upside down. I knew it was gonna fall. I told you it was gonna fall. I just didn't know if I was gonna be able to catch it. Spider-Man reflexes did not kick in. But yeah. Anyways. I'm chilling. I can't believe that I'm gonna probably end up having my kids back in no time at all. I mean, in comparison to where it's been, my kids are gonna be back. I mean, I'm gonna have to clean my room. Yeah, I'm not showing you how dirty it is. But anyways, I think it's funny. Life is very, very short, but it's very, very, very complex. It's like, where did we come from? I know. Can't comprehend time. Because what's half of infinity? Can you divide infinity? No. It's like dividing by zero. Because infinity divided by a half is still infinity. You created two infinities. Just like zero. You can't divide zero by half. That's why you can't divide infinity. I mean, think about it, because you can't divide infinity or zero by half, because infinity is infinite. So if you divide infinity by half, you still got two infinities. That's another reason why you can't divide zero. So it's the opposite of zero. So it's just a lot of people don't understand that. So we exist halfway through infinity. How is that possible? You tell me. Eventually, in infinity, and another thing that baffles my mind is reality. Like, how is it the universe was even created? Well, it took forever. Literally. I mean, it literally already took forever. So after forever, finally something existed. So if you think about it, we are already existing after forever, and we're within forever, and forever already happened, and forever is within forever is still forever. So the fact that it took forever, I mean, it's still mind-blowing. How anything exists. For real. I mean, it really is. It's really mind-blowing how anything could exist, period. If you think about it, how is it we even can exist? But I get tired of thinking about that because it's really exhausting. We exist, so let's just deal with it. Now, then you go into the effect of why and how we exist, and you realize that, well, something came before us, but then you realize further down the line, once you start seeking a little bit further, that things are a little bit bigger than we are. I mean, it's just, I know for a fact that there's more to life than we know. There's more to anything. I mean, what's more important to you in your life? Just to get high, get drunk, get whatever you want to do, or the people in your life. The things that are irreplaceable, the things that you can't replace your mom, you can't replace your sister, you can't replace. Only being that can actually replace it is the one that put it there in the first place. That's why a lot of people don't realize that the things you lose in this life can and will be, even if you don't lose this life and you actually continue to keep it for eternity, which is potentially possible. But how many people might not want their record known and know that they living for 100? The only people that live past 120 years old, if anybody's alive and they look like they're freaking young and they're not a vampire, well, there's no such thing as vampires. There's only anybody that lives past 120 years old or chosen, they're going to live forever. And especially if they look like they're your brother. But I really believe that there's a potential possibility. I mean, not saying that I believe everything the Bible, the way it portrays it, but I really believe that the Bible is put there for basic information before leaving Earth. Or better yet, it's probably basic information before life everlasting. That is where it really means. Not before leaving Earth. When you die, you kind of leave Earth, but technically your body doesn't. Your dust doesn't. Your spirit might. I don't think it really remains. It falls asleep. It doesn't have a conscience. Doesn't have a light force. Doesn't have a motive. Doesn't. It says it right there in the Bible too. So I'm not contradicting any understandings. Dust you are, dust you will return. I mean, it makes more sense than not. You can't necromancy. You can't believe that somebody's dead and you can talk from the dead. Can't talk to the dead. And if God isn't that cruel, God is not cruel. When you die, you're not going to hear and have to be tormented and not be able to talk to your loved ones while you watch them moan and cry over your death. No, that don't happen. So that's why I know that when you die, you don't freaking know anything. You're sleeping. You're in a super coma. It's common sense, man. It's common damn sense. People thinking that there's like a life after sleep. But there is life after death. It just doesn't happen in this timeline. It might happen at the same time in reality, but it's not going to happen in the moment that we realize it. It's going to happen instantaneously after you get woken back up, because a billion. We already went through infinity and now we're alive. How long did that take? Oh, only infinity. We've already been through infinity. What is affinity? I mean, nobody understands time. Time is literally within the jurisdiction of God. And that's his jurisdiction. That's what he invented time. He invented what he does. He made the time. I mean, a lot of people don't understand that grasp of what time is. Time does not exist with what time is. It's always been now. It's always been then. It's always been when. You know, you can't argue with basic mathematical understandings. I mean, but technically there's not a mathematical understanding symbol for now. What is now? We always base everything off of time. Maybe I could be a super Einstein and figure that out, but it wouldn't be me figuring out. It'd be me asking God, where do I put this? And if I open up the door, I'll figure it out. And then when I let everybody know I figured it out, then I open up a can of worms like they did with the atomic bomb. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. That's knocking on hell's door right there. You said hi. You said, okay, bye then. And then you said back, said hi. Okay. I mean, I'm sorry. I missed you. That's a cool waving hand. I've never seen the see-through one. Anyways, hi. I don't know what to say. I'm still chilling. How much freaking time do I got on my battery? 28%. Probably should plug her in. Plug her in. I can't believe I got much of it. I got pretty good buzz. I probably should go to sleep. Wake me up when I got 500 people on my channel. Nope, not yet. $500 people. I think the max I've ever had was real people, not some buddy spamming me with a whole bunch of people. I think it was the max was maybe 80 legitimate people. I think I never made it to 100. I think I did hit it to 100 at one time. But that's because I got like bombarded by a couple people. American Fedor Emotion Cabal. What? Emission Cabal. All right, what's up, American? Let me call you American because I don't even know how to pronounce Fedor. American Fedor. Emotion Cabal. Emotion Convo. Did I get it right? I mean, I eventually did. What visible? What do you mean by that? What you look like? American vision of Fedor and Move Convo. He's a MMA fighter. You think so? I think I'm blue and dot and dee. I mean, look, even my skin looks blue. Man, you can't really, whatever, you can't be. He had blue skin and his house was all thin. I don't know. I think I'm just a blue guy. I think I'm a Smurf. Have you ever watched the Smurfs? Smurfs are funny. I'm a light olive guy. You're a light olive guy. Well, I'm a light blue guy. I think they're gonna freaking export me We don't accept your kind here. They don't have a place for me. They're gonna lock me up. I'm a blue and dot and dee dot and dot dee. I don't know. I really do look like I'm blue. And it just must be the reflection. It's probably the reflection off of this blue can. And it doesn't give you wings. Doesn't. Don't let Trump know. He will deport you back to Smurfland. You look like a blue. You look quite blue. Yeah, I shouldn't be that blue. I found out that, trial went pretty good. So I'm getting went pretty good. So I'm thinking it's going to work out. Kids are going to be tearing up my room again in no time. Breaking my stuff. I'll have to make food every day. Finally get some exercise. I might lose some weight. My kids are at work. And they make me play. And they make me have fun. They wind up my day. It's like my daughter song, "You Are My Sunshine." It's like, didn't realize that song goes both ways. I'm 17 myself. Have fun. Yeah. Don't let Trump. Yeah. You're 17. Well, you'll be 18. Just don't start smoking when you good. Well, if you're in any other place, when you turn 18, stay away from the freaking stupid ass freaking things in life. Number one, images on the freaking screen. Don't be looking at stupid. Go out and play. Stop be staring at your stupid phone all the fucking time. You just got to go away from that bullshit, man. Take that outside, man. Play outside. Play with your friend. Get to know people. Stop with the bullshit. Don't be stuck in your damn freaking muck. Don't let yourself get bogged down by what ifs. Go out and freaking do it, no matter what the fuck you think. Yeah, don't follow my path. You do exactly as I don't. I do some things, but not enough. If I could start over at 18, I would never started smoking. Actually, I started smoking when I was 13, 14, 12, actually. 12. Yeah, I was 12. I think the first time I smoked, smoked stupid bullshit. You just don't want to get into that stuff. It's just not. I wish I would have never done it, because I wouldn't have been so stupid. I grew out of it, but I was not really out of everything. It's like Donald Trump really tells you exactly what. It's like he didn't drink, doesn't do it. And it's like, maybe you're successful when you don't do stupid shit. That's for real. I'm like allergic to these things. Well, that's good. That is really good. I wish I was allergic to a lot of those things. I wish I was allergic to everything bad. And I think it's working. If I keep wishing it, I think it might happen. Because I'm starting to get allergic to stupid. And I'm starting to get allergic to my bad habits. If I keep forcing it, it should happen. Because it's not fun anymore. Not as fun as it used to be. It's just more or less a bad habit. I'm not even kidding when it comes to that, because a lot of the shit just feels repetitive and dumb. I want to feel like a normal person all the time. I want to feel like, I don't have to drink to be able to talk to people. It's like I made a bad habit of communication. Because, it's like, not like alcohol is a bad thing. But when you're 17, you're never going to be able to figure out, unless you have a parent to really walk you through it. Because when you start drinking the shit, it makes you feel like you're Superman. You start to feel a totally different, you start to think a completely different way. Alcohol does this. Methamphetamine does it 15 times worse. And it's worse than anything on your body and your frontal lobe and your cerebral cortex and a lot of parts of your brain, because it releases your serotonin. It's worse than jacking off. I mean, it makes you blinder than fucking shit. You know, I mean, it's just, it tears you up. It tears your soul up. I left sugar like for a month ago. Now sugar feels dull. Yeah, well, high fructose corn syrup is your most damning part of your diet. I mean, I don't buy soda. I don't buy anything with high fructose corn syrup in it. It's besides the fucking stupid bread we eat all the time. That's why I'd buy like the 9 grain and stuff like that. I buy like 24 grain or buy other stuff like that. Like it, but if you buy anything with white bread and it has high fructose corn syrup, from my understanding, it doesn't say it most of the time, but it says corn syrup or sugar. But more than mainly, I'm not 100% sure if it's still high fructose corn syrup, so don't quote me on that. I don't want to give false information. My channel is really stuck on giving accurate. If I tell you something, I believe it's accurate. And if I'm not 100% sure it's accurate, I always like to clarify facts. Like, I know God exists. That's beyond most people's comprehension. They deny God, and that's kind of like stupid. Of the existence. It's like God doesn't even know. Just the fact that God exists doesn't mean that you have to do anything for God. But God does appreciate the fact that you acknowledge his existence. I mean, and then if you get to know him, then it's even more surprising. You know, I found it's like smoking cigarettes is not something you want to get in a bad habit of doing, because it's a hard thing to give up. And it tears away from certain things in reality. And it costs a fortune, so it's ridiculous. My mistake, to be honest with you. It's my stupid mistake. It's a bad freaking habit. I'm from India, so we don't have the drug problem, but alcohol and smoke problem exists. Yeah. I mean, I like alcohol, but I'm not a super good fan of it. Smoking cigarettes is my habit here too. Yeah, I know. I believe you, Visible. I'm working on it. I got gum. They gave me free gum, nicotine gum, and all sorts of stuff to get rid of that. You know, I'm trying. You know, I'm praying, and it's just. I mean, God's even got me coughing. He's putting out my cigarette. I really know he doesn't want me doing it. But he still allows me to enjoy it, just like, you know, he doesn't want to take away my free will. I mean, God is just as more respectful to us more respectful to us than we are respectful to him. You know, and so that's what I've noticed about God, is he respects our life and our free will more than he respects. No, not respects. That's it. That's the wrong way to put it. He honors free will, and he respects anybody that seeks and tries to find him. That's what God is. God is a righteous, demanding God, except for the fact that he's very jealous when it comes to stupid. You know, you don't want somebody worshiping stupid. You know, it's like, you're not going to worship somebody that doesn't live wood, oak, you know. somebody that's fucking bowing down to idols that don't exist, aren't even alive, that can see, hear, speak. So don't knock on wood. Just talk on God. I mean, that's no knocking on wood. It's actually very disrespectful. There is no such thing as luck. There actually is a lot of predetermined things in reality. Free will. God invented free will. So he knows what you're going to do, and he tries to prevent what you will do wrong without interrupting your free will. I'm guilty of being defiant towards that. I'm probably sure of that. But he still is very forgiving, and he's still loving, and he's like God is like a mother and a brother and a father that you've never had. I mean, that's what God is. Watch UFC. And, the whole thing is people fighting has been a very fun thing to watch. Wait. We said watch UFC. Those guys inspire people. By the way, did you watch 1945 Germany mindset back then? No, I have not watched that, Visible. Inform me. What's it about? I'm curious. Don't drop the cigarette now, then lungs turn black. So they don't turn black. I know what you're meaning. The funny thing is when you have your lungs don't turn black when the Spirit of God's with you. You get that hidden manna. A lot of people don't understand the Spirit of God is what anybody that does the will of God remains forever. And the will of God is literally for you to seek him and to preach him or to proclaim him, to help people understand him and what reality really is. What is it? What is the will of God? A lot of people don't understand the basic concepts of the will of God. The will of God is for everybody to recognize he exists and that we need him. He made us, and he knows he didn't make us in his image for no purpose other than his own. He's a lonely and jealous God. I'm thinking he's lonely because he was the only one created. And no one will become above him. No one will become above God. So and who would want to? I mean, for a genuine, almighty, perfect God, who would not just want to be the friend of God? So, in understanding the facts that he knows what he intended for us, he's just been you look at the life on this earth. He's been, even in this world today, we look at all the life we have on this planet. All other life looks very happy. Only ours looks very unhappy. And they're fearful. I mean, all other life is fearful of the chaos around them. But if you look at life, it looks pretty pleasant. Birds and the trees, they seem pretty cheerful. cats in my yard that they seem pretty cheerful. You know, I mean, I don't see no hate in the cats that I got. I don't see no hate in any. I don't see no trauma. You know, there's no. They don't understand life like we do. But the fact is they're a simpler life form. We were built in the image and the understanding of God. We don't. That's the reason we should definitely comprehend this is we do not want to die. And since the fact that nobody wants to ever die or grow old proves the fact that God exists. In my opinion, but it's really not just my opinion, it is written and it's understood by most people that understand reality. Well, you have a good night. Number one, you redact all your messages. Wow, redact. You make good commentary, man. You have a good night. But regardless, man, so it's your right to redact. But anyways, point is, can't redact reality. You were visible. But now you're not. But you got to worry about the invisible. I'm from India, so it's morning, but thanks. I deleted my comments because it's a habit. That's fine. I mean, if all I'm saying is you had good comments. You didn't have to do that. But if that's what you do as a habit, that's fine. You didn't say nothing offensive or anything. But man, I read all your comments, so they're visible through my verbal. Hopefully I pronounce them correctly. But it don't matter. I mean, you're visible, trying to be the invisible. I mean, you got to change your name to invisible if you're going to delete your comments. This way I can predict what you're going to do. The visible, but you're the invisible. But India, I like India. I mean, most people in India probably want to come to America, but man, we ain't no better than you guys. I mean, honestly, we got just as much freaking stupid shit going on here as you guys got going on there. Probably, I don't know. I know a lot of Indian people want to come from India. Yeah, I like your mindset. You're visible. As long as you're not calling me up on a freaking private chat line trying to scam me, everybody from India's cool. But I know that it's only not even 20% of India does those call centers that want to rip people off, elderly people and stuff. I hope you become a good informant and get rid of those little bastards that want to ruin people's lives in America because they need money. You know what you could do and you should do? Come up with some really cool stuff and information and be smart. Make something productive that helps prevent that shit, but also helps humanity, man. With all that freaking technologically understanding that you have, you can put it to good use. Everybody puts their knowledge into evil. You can switch that shit around and make it a lot better. I know you're 17, but if they want to put you in a call center, you can literally get legitimate money by helping people out with legitimately make money. Everybody starts making from India YouTube channels and makes good content. Everybody collabs and makes good ideas. Instead of scamming people, you can make $1 million on YouTube making really good, freaking funny videos. Learn comedy, learn entertainment, learn the freaking industry of real understanding of reality. What people really pay for. What kind of benefits do they really need? Steal it from me. But man, you better come back and give me a little bit of thumbs up, because I'm telling you what you really need to do instead of scamming people. You're wasting your time and you're pissing God off. One thing you don't want to do, piss God off. And there is a God. And hope in India they know there is a God. There is an almighty God that and he, you don't want to find out that you don't. Let's just say this: if you're not aware of his existence and you're not communicating with him and telling him what you're doing and and acknowledging everything day to day, he's gonna show up and one of these days you're gonna be like, die of fear. Drop dead because you're so afraid. I don't know. At least that's how it's written, I heard. Or worse. I mean, there's more. Hey, you have a good one. Invisible. Trying to be invisible. You get older, man. Just don't become a scammer is all I'm saying. Try to do something better. But bye. I hope you come back. I'll see you later. Hopefully. Bye doesn't mean you have to leave me forever. I'll see you hopefully I see you forever. And we'll all speak the same language. This way we're not confused. If you know what I mean. Life's too damn short for everybody to be hating everybody. It's like I look at life. We don't live very long. I mean, it's like we don't even freaking live very long. And it's like everybody thinks that everything really matters. Like everything. Like, I mean, honestly, there's a lot of things that do matter for the moment. For the moment. But then it doesn't mean anything after 10 years. After 10 years, unless you're a kid and you become 10 years old, then it still just means more. But I'm talking about we focus on a lot of things a lot of questions, a lot of animosity, a lot of arguments. It's like you just got to look at this, every single statement, every single thing that you own and you break or somebody breaks or steals or you don't have anymore. Look at it as a 10-year window. Would that fucking mean anything to me after 10 years? Well, I had some pictures, but good thing I made a backup and I was protective of my pictures. Back in the old days, we didn't have, our houses burnt down and we lost everything. No pictures, lost all the pictures, lost everything. Ain't no backups, no Google Drive. Nowadays, you can live in a tornado and a hurricane and lose everything, but you still got your memories. You still got your pictures. You still got your data. You still got pretty much everything except for the house. So the book you were writing in your house that got burnt down, you backed it up and wrote it on Google Drives. And so it's backed up in multiple servers. And you got it. It's saved. It's saved. Your book you were writing, spent 20 years writing or whatever book you're writing, whatever textbook, whatever you're doing, all the work. You did it on a line. You were smart. You had backups. You did. So we live in an age where it's completely different from what it had to have been. But back in those days, could you imagine that? Could you imagine living back in a day when there was no phone, no fax machine, no electricity? Oh my goodness, wouldn't that be weird? No toilets flushing, no running water. That would be insane. I mean, it'd be like living on a bus. Another one rides the bus. I mean, it would be weird. Living in a bus, living on a bus. Another one rides the bus. Hey, he's gonna sit by you. Another one rides the bus. That's what reality is. You get born into it. Another one rides the bus. There's a smelly old bum sitting next to me. He hasn't showered in a year. It's like, I think I'm losing a contact lens. I think my wallet's gone. I think another smelly bum sitting next to me hasn't showered in a year. How's it go? It's like, another one rides the bus. Another one rides the bus. Hey, another one rides the bus. This smelly old bum sitting next to me, he hasn't showered in a year. I think he's listening to contact lens. I think my wallet's gone. I think this bus is stopping again. A couple more freaks get on. Another one rides the bus. Another one rides the bus. It's like, I kind of know this song pretty well. It's like, and then it's like, I don't know. It's been a while since I heard. It's been like 20 years since I heard that song. More than 20 years, like 30 years. I mean, because I really like One More Minute with You. Have you ever heard that one? It's like, yeah, that one's pretty funny. It's like, I'd rather spend an eternity eating jars of broken glass than spend one more minute with you. I'd rather clean all of my... I'd rather... Yeah, anyways, it's too far. It's hard to say without laughing. It's really hard to say without laughing. I'd rather clean all this... Oh, I'd rather clean... Oh, I can't even sing it. I'm not going to sing it. Can't believe it. It was bleeped out. No wonder, because you can't sing along to that shit. I'd rather clean. I'd rather clean. That's already freaking outside my box of window. I'd rather clean. That's already a lie. I mean, I would probably spend one more minute with you rather than I'd clean anything. I mean, but that's already enough. But I'd rather clean than spend one more minute with you. I mean, you already got me beat, man. This is it. And I'm just saying, I'd rather clean, because we already know clean is done. Nobody wants to clean or be lean. You want to be fat. I don't want to. And see how many people. And now everybody's looking at my ceiling. Nobody's watching, so it's like, good night. It's like the invisible came in and deleted all of his comments. Don't. I've been live for a freaking hour. And I wonder how many how many people. 5 likes. I had 6, man. Somebody came in and unliked my stream. Oh, you little turds. I thought I had 6. How do you like something and then remove the like? Why would you remove the like? Just teasing me? Well, if I got 5 fingers and a thumb. I don't know where the blue tint's coming from. If I turn this on, I probably wouldn't be blue. No, not blue. Just bright as hell. Now you can see what color my shirt is. I see the light and it burns. Should probably plug my phone in. Not like I'm going to use it. I'll be back sometime. Wow, I scared you away that quick. That's insane. It's not that fucking carbonated. But that is. Anyways, I'm not going to argue with you guys. I think I might just go and find some other stream to hang out in besides my own. Oh, by the way, my daughter made this with her friend. It's like a freaking masterpiece. I got it hanging on my wall, along with my kids'. Look at this freaking. I got freaking. Literally, this is the resurrection of. This looks just like Picasso. And it was originally. Oh, and this one's even better. That train picture. That guy made it. Kid. Well, my son. Back to smoking some annoying ass fucking cigarettes. Good thing I got 1 pack left. I promise you, one of these days, I will never do these again. Am I ever, forever and ever and ever? It's just like I gave up. I mean, I used to grow and smoke weed. And I haven't smoked weed for at least 3 years. I mean, took even 1 puff. I've taken puffs occasionally. Can't really say I've never smoked weed, but it's been at least 3 years, maybe longer. I'm not saying I'm against people that smoke weed. I love growing it. But it was, I don't know, it just gets boring, you know? I mean, it's a lot. I mean, cigarettes should be more boring. I should be smoking weed. It's less boring than smoking cigarettes. But for some reason, my dumb fucking ass started freaking smoking cigarettes after I was completely done with the motherfuckers. And it started the whole entire situation over and made it even more difficult. So, guilty. But I know I'm gonna conquer it again. But this time it'll be on my terms. Well, it'll be my desire. I guess what I want to say. It's like I mean a lot. Well, the first time was forced. This time will be my forcing doing it because I plan on quitting these little bastards. Little freaking cigarettes. I mean, they're just. I mean, it's just I feel like I'm a slave to it all the time. Anyways, it makes me cough my guts out, and I pray into God, tell him to fix it. I mean, it's harder to fix this kind of habit than a mental habit. A mental habit or a physical thing is harder when it's a desirable. The whole thing is anyways, he helps you change your mind, you know, and when you're too busy talking to him, everything, you just talk to God. So, I mean, it's really just prayer gets rid of a lot of things. I mean, even if that's just even if there's no God, it's still, oh yeah, even if there's no God, that was kind of a stupid statement. Even if there's no God. Yeah, that was a rhetorical statement. Rhetorical in the sense is there's no possible way there could not be one. I'm just saying it, the impossible. I mean, there's probably multiple gods, but there's only one. The first one is most likely the Almighty One. Or there is a Almighty One that gets chosen by the one that created all the other ones. But a true Almighty wouldn't even, I mean, my opinion, a true Almighty would be within a lot of the mighties. I mean, if there was multiple gods and multiple kingdoms in heaven, which there's 9 gates according to what we were told. 9 gates? No, 12 gates. Not 9. I don't know where 9 came into the equation. There's 12 gates, which is kind of interesting, but I'm pretty sure there's probably 24 gates because every gate has an opposite. Probably, in my opinion, I think that there's always got to be, for one gate, there's got to be another 12. So it's got to be a circular kind of gate. And I don't know, I'm just guessing. You know, 12 is like a 12. How is there 12 hours in a day? 60 seconds in a. I mean, where did that come from? Why couldn't they make a second perfectly equal to 100? I mean, that's what confuses me about time. Why is it 60 seconds in a minute and not like an even 100? And why isn't there like not like 10 hours in a day or 20 hours in a day? Why is there 24? Why is it divisible by twos? Why is time divisible by twos? Just like computers. Computer programming is divisible by 2. Why is time divisible by 2? Everything in time is divisible by 2. A lot of people don't realize this. We got time divisible by 2. 2, 2, 8, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 12. 12 is still 12, 6, 3. But still, it's 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2. You can get there by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Even with 60, like, can't you get to 60 in twos? 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. If it isn't, that would be kind of weird. It's 2 divisible by 60. Figure that one out. I don't know. I know too much. I know too much about reality. I think I know too much about reality. I know too much about the end. I know I have something I need to be there for. I think I have to jump in front of a bullet or something. I don't know what the heck I need to do. But I'm ready and willing to jump in front of whatever I need to do. Because this life is too important for some people. Man, there's some people that are just going to be out there. They're going to fix reality for us. God is going to fix this world. He's going to wipe out every tear from your eyes. Death will be no more. There will be no more mourning, no more outcry, no more pain anymore. The former things have passed away. The sea was no more. That's what's going to be weird. But the whole thing is, another cool thing is what he's got to store for eternity. You know, it's like, we ain't going to need no damn video games. We ain't going to no cell phones. We're going to be able to communicate with our thoughts and our mouth. And it's like, man, we're going to have eternity to meet all the people we've ever met. We're going to meet so many people, and things are just going to be so much more better. Ain't nobody going to die. It's in Isaiah. It's in it. It's all written. Man, anybody with a clean and understanding heart is going to see this. And just like some people get sent to that reality faster, but it's just time might not be as linear as we think. You know, we think we know what we know. And so I'm going to leave it to what I know and understand. And I'm going to stop pretending like I'm some type of genius, because I'm not. I'm just like you. And I really believe that common sense tells me that we will find our purpose. I mean, our purpose is right in front of our face. It's right in front of our grasp. We just don't acknowledge it. Most of us don't. We stuck in our own selfish little way of life. Some people don't have the capacity to have empathy, so can't really just pray to God to have him fix it. But I'm going to let you guys go. Oh, you just came in here, James Money. How you doing? I was about ready to end it, but the damn freaking train starts freaking honking because it's coming by. Shut up. How you doing, James Money? But yeah, I'm just chilling, just talking about reality and stuff. I believe that life is bigger than me, like REM, you know. I don't know how old you are. Have you ever heard of REM? He's not a religion. He's losing his religion. And honestly, I think everybody should probably lose their religion. And not like lose their religion in a sense that they disrespect a religion. I think that everybody should lose the concept and the binding contract of their religion in a sense for an open understanding of the true and understanding God, the one that knows all things. Not to break true religion. If there's a true religion out there, I really doubt it. I really doubt that there's any true religion out there, because it really binds to me that no religion out there is completely true. Completely true, unless, because honestly, every religion has made a mistake in judgment. Every one of them has. Even the one I was involved in when I was a kid. You know, they made a misinterpretation, and that makes it a false religion. Not, I mean, does it make it a false religion? I don't know, because every one of us all religion have already failed the test, in my opinion. All religions have failed the test of being the true religion. Does that make all religions right because they all failed the test? I don't believe so. I believe that all religions lead to the understanding, but then again, religion leads to a brainwashing technique that you cannot undo most of the time. So I'm thinking that nobody needs to be, just saying, everybody has a right to their own religion. Everybody has a right to their own understanding of God and everything like that. So I'm not arguing those points. All I'm arguing is what it leads to is when you lead, religion can lead to corruption. Religion can lead to salvation. So religion isn't inherently bad. It's just religion can be a cage that gets people sucked into a belief system that is organized that isn't quite completely accurate. And so the only way to break from those religions is to start to realize that there's a bigger picture in reality. But there's very few religions that follow it. And I'm thinking of the only two religions that I know of that actually find that I could say that should combine their teachings would be the Seventh-day Adventists and the Jehovah's Witnesses. I think that those are the only two religions that contradict each other, but not to the extent that they couldn't get along. The only thing that irritates me is the fact that I really do kind of believe that the stake makes more sense than the cross. The cross, and then it's like that most religions ignore the fact that you're going to hold the cross in your hand and pretend it's a symbol of God. There's no symbols in God. I mean, it's very clearly written how much that pisses God off. You know, don't be talking to wood, silver, or any type of gold or whatever. It's just ignorance. You know, it's like, man, talk to God in your head and God comes to you. Stop putting these devices in your brain and trying to use a cross or a symbol or a rosary beads or whatever the heck you want to use is stupid. God talks to everybody he wants to talk to. You don't need no stupid rosary beads. Not disrespect anybody's religion or anybody's stuff. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's just, you don't put your faith in those things. The Bible is very damn clear. Where'd that come from? Even in your own Bible, it condemns it, yet you still do it. It's just like women, Deuteronomy literally condemns any man dressing in drag. I mean, it's forgivable, but what the hell were you doing that for? That we had to forgive you? Oh, you did it for money. Oh, I don't know if that's forgivable. You sold yourself for 30 silvers. I mean, I really thought that somebody killed themselves over that thing because of how embarrassing he was. So the whole thing is tattoos and stuff like that aren't really, they're frowned upon for a major reason. I don't know. I'm sorry if I can tell you the bearer of bad news. But I'm not really caring about it. I don't really give a crap what you guys think about, because it's not me. I'm not talking about what I want you to do. I'm talking about what I know the Spirit of God wants you to do, and I know what it wants me to do, and I still don't do it completely. The Spirit of God wants me to quit. I know it. It keeps pestering me. I mean, I'm calling it pestering. It's like, encouraging me. It's the same word, pestering, encouraging, pestering me to do right. Pestering me means that I'm not willing to do it right now. And that's not respectful. So, honestly, I'm not perfect. So either way, at least I know and I'm honest with my relationship with the reality of this world and God. So hate me. Hate me. No, don't hate me. Don't hate anybody. Hate what not even accidentally doing. I mean, I'm kind of willfully doing what I want to do and praying that I stop doing it. But it's not if it was a unforgivable scenario, I don't know if the main thing is not to focus on the tiny fucking things like smoking in somebody's life or your life. Focus on how you treat people. I know what God cares about, what he really cares about. And the main thing is love your neighbor, love yourself, and love him, God. That's it. It is a trinity. There is a trinity in that, but it's just the trinity is misunderstood. I've never been I don't even remember what religion that is. I've studied a lot. I was raised and baptized as a Jehovah's Witness. I really believe a lot of their concepts, and that's a similar concept of all other religions. The only difference between Jehovah's Witnesses and all the other sects of religion is very minute. Like it's very, the understanding is very similar. It's just the biggest concept of it is that, there's three different distinctions that I know that are very important to all the religions. It's like Jehovah's Witnesses do not believe that Jesus died on a cross. Jehovah's Witnesses do not believe that God is the Father. That Jesus was the Father of life. I agree with that, and I'll tell you why. I agree with that. Now, I don't really think it freaking matters, and there's no reason to argue, because that's a very hard thing to do. But even ChatGPT, and I asked it, it told me steak. I asked it all the research is done, and it told me steak. I'm not lying to you. It told me steak. It told me that Jesus died on a steak. So either way, shows that they might have a little bigger understanding of it. But in my opinion, cross, steak, doesn't take away from any religion. You still believe the same concept, just a little manipulated. Wow. Some really stuff is going on. But anyways, my point is, my main point is, I don't know all things. I mean, I know a lot of things, but not all things. And if I wanted to know all things, I would be too mesmerized to contemplate it. So I just know a lot of things. I just don't. I mean, there's a lot of things I don't need to worry about because just too much to freaking grasp at the time. Time is going to be over for all of us at one point. You know, we're all going to eventually either live forever or die. We're going to have to watch, you know, that's the hard part about understanding reality and about seeking truth. You got to accept reality. Once you find the truth, you have to accept reality. And, you know, regardless of your bad habits, you can't turn aside, you know, from, you know, God doesn't care if you make mistakes. He knows you're going to make mistakes. He knows how many times you're going to make mistakes. He knows how many times you made mistakes. He don't really care about that. All he wants you is not to leave his presence. Just talk to him. Just, you know, he's a super father. He's something. God's something that you cannot. You know, he's like a father from a mother, and he's like a mother and a father combined into a super being. He's there for you, and he will always be there for you. All you gotta say is just Father. You know, I'm not telling you how to do it, but it's just, I mean, I really don't say you want to say Jehovah or Yahweh or call him anything, because this way you don't confuse who you're praying to. And I think that even in every religion, it's always Father. So you just, you know, and I realized I was praying inaccurately, because, you know, it's disrespectful to call your elder by their first name or their real name, or the Almighty by his real name. So even if you're calling him by the correct name, the real correct name is your Father in heaven. And that is there's only one Father in heaven that you can refer to that equals that, and that is the creator of you. Now, if you pray to, no matter what, even if you're the Father, even if your Father in heaven is the devil, it would piss him off. So you might just turn into the Father. But guess what? The Father in heaven is the devil too. Because, you know, look at the book. It is very concrete that you think there's a devil, and then all this twisted freaking mumbo jumbo makes you think that there's another entity. No, God is God, and there is no such thing as the devil. The devil was a man-made concept. Jehovah's Witnesses don't preach this. It's no religion preaches this, but I'm just telling you, this has got to be what it is. You know, it's just simple. God made a plan. And, you know, if you read the Bible, you see the characteristics. You know, you see the The Garden of Eden. I mean, think about it. Think about the Garden of Eden. It's pretty obvious. He set the trap. You know, he was hoping they would not fail, but they failed. And then either that or the devil did, or an angel took over that wouldn't, shouldn't have. And then we think that that angel is God, but I doubt that, because I don't think that God would allow that for very long. You know, and I don't think that, I don't know. There's a huge possibility for a lot of things. So all I'm saying is keep your eyes and ears open to Spirit. Let the Spirit guide you, not me. And I'll talk to you later.